Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be looking at reflection number 2. I am going to be showing you the different aspects of language that you can explore in this reflection, as well as sample paragraphs to guide you in your own writing. So if you are interested, then definitely keep on watching. Reflection 2 focuses on the language analysis of the artifacts. Analysis refers to how the writer conveys meaning through language techniques such as figures of speech, sentence structure, tone, and word choice. When analyzing language, you must show that you are aware of how it is written. This means identifying the language features used and explaining their effect. In analyzing the artifacts, there are a few things to take into consideration. Writing styles. A writing style can be defined as the way a writer writes. Authors use different styles to convey a message in a manner that is effective and meaningful to their audience. Now, there are 4 types of writing styles. You have expository, descriptive, persuasive, and narrative. Expository writing is used to convey factual information, as opposed to creative writing such as fiction. It is the language of learning and understanding the world around us. If you've ever read an encyclopedia entry, a how-to article on a website, or a chapter in a textbook, then you've encountered examples of expository writing. Persuasive. Persuasive writing is utilized by writers to take a stance on an issue, convincing readers to agree with a certain opinion or idea. Persuasive writing appears across media in many different forms, such as speeches, reviews, and advertisements. A good persuasive argument uses a combination of thorough research and careful word choice in order to present the writer's opinion strongly and to get the reader to agree. Descriptive. Descriptive writing is used to draw vivid details in the reader's mind. The reader will use sensory details when he or she reads the text. He can feel the environment of the text through senses like seeing, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. This form of writing will help the readers to go into a world of the writer. You can find descriptive writing in almost all forms of writing styles. These styles include a journal, travel writing, biographies, poetry, diary writing, nature writing, memoirs, etc. Narrative. Narrative writing can be broadly defined as story writing that includes a main character who encounters a problem or engages in an interesting, significant, or entertaining activity or experience. Narrative writing can also take several forms, including but not limited to a play script, an illustrated short story, a storyboard, and a comic. Genre. A specific type of writing in literature. It can be poetry, drama, or prose. Poetry. Poetry is a type of literature based on the interplay of words and rhythm. It often employs rhyme and meter, a set of rules governing the number and arrangement of syllables in each line. In poetry, words are strung together to form sounds, images, and ideas that might be too complex or abstract to describe directly. Drama. In literature, the word drama defines a genre or style of writing. Drama is a play that can be performed for theater, radio, or even television. These plays are usually written out as a script, or a written version of a play that is read by the actors but not the audience. Prose. Prose is so-called ordinary writing, made up of sentences and paragraphs without any metrical or rhyming structure. Register. Language register is the level and style of your writing. It should be appropriate for the situation you are in. Your register can be formal, informal, or neutral. Formal language register. Formal writing is impersonal and often follows a prescriptive format. The speaker uses complete sentences, avoids slang, and may use technical or academic vocabulary. Some kinds of writing are always written in formal English. Formal writing includes business letters, letters of complaint, some essays, reports, official speeches, announcements, and professional emails. Informal language register. Informal writing is written in the way we talk to our friends and family. We use informal writing when we're writing to someone we know very well. Some kinds of writing can be written in an informal style. Informal writing includes personal emails, phone text, short notes, friendly letters, most blogs, diaries, and journals. Neutral language register. We use the neutral language register with non-emotional topics and information. Neutral writing is not necessarily formal or informal. It is not usually positive or negative. A neutral register is used to deliver facts. Some writings are written in a neutral register. This means they are not specifically formal or informal. Writing in the neutral language register includes reviews, articles, some letters, some essays, and technical writing. Diction. The choice and use of words and phrases in speech or writing. Your diction can be connotative or denotative. Connotative. The connotative meaning of a word includes the feelings and ideas that people may connect with that word. For example, imagine the difference between describing someone as a strong woman or a sturdy woman. Because of these words' connotations, the first implies that she is strong emotionally, while the second implies that she is sturdy physically. Now, apply these two terms to a table. A strong table and a sturdy table have essentially the same meaning. Denotative. Denotative is a word's dictionary definition rather than its associated emotion or definition. For example, denotation of the word blue is the color blue, but its connotation is sad. Read the following sentence. The blueberry is very blue. We understand this sentence by its denotative meaning. It describes the literal color of the fruit. In contrast, read the next sentence. Susie is very blue. This means that Susie is sad. Tone and mood. Is there a difference? Tone simply refers to how the author feels towards the subject or towards something. You will know what the author's tone is implying by the words he uses. On the other hand, Mood refers to the feeling of the atmosphere the author is describing. It is what the author makes you feel when you read his writings. Here are some examples of tone and mood. Literary devices. Literary devices are techniques that writers use to create a special and pointed effect in their writing, to convey information, or to help readers understand their writing on a deeper level. While hundreds of literary devices have been created, some of the most common are simile, metaphor, pun, irony, hyperbole, personification, alliteration, and allusion. There are so many other literary devices that you can explore. These are just a few language techniques that you can incorporate when you are writing reflection number 2. Now here is a sample paragraph which is based on one piece. This should only be used as a guide as it is not prescriptive. Jane opens her opinion piece by undermining and mocking the parenting style of today's parents. She begins with the rhetorical question, how much longer will we continue to supposedly protect our young people from the stark realities of life? Through the term supposedly and by placing protect in quotation marks, Brown places doubt in the reader's mind if the behaviors they see as protecting their children are instead damaging their future. Brown further appeals to parents' desires to do the best for their children through linking mollycoddling parenting behaviors to defenseless children. In doing so, she not only mocks protective parenting, but evokes fear in parents through representing these children as forever vulnerable to the stark realities of life. The mocking tone intensifies as Brown provides anecdotal examples of overparenting. By placing precious and incidents in quotation marks and using colloquial terms such as squabbles, Brown once again suggests that parents are being over-responsive to their children's desires. The artifact being analyzed is persuasive in nature. Several language techniques were carefully evaluated. These are rhetorical questions, diction where particular words and phrases were highlighted, quotation marks, tone, and informal language. So, if you say that the writer uses quotation marks, you need to analyze or evaluate the effectiveness of its usage. The purpose of reflection 2 is to ensure that you are able to analyze language effectively. So, when you find a language technique that you want to analyze in your piece, ensure that you are able to state the effectiveness of its usage. Here is another sample written by a student. The author uses standard English in the first piece of artifact titled The Impact of Teenage Pregnancy on Children. This language is used because it is the most appropriate medium to target young people. The author asked leading questions to emphasize the points that will be discussed, such as what causes a teenager to get pregnant? And what are some struggles that teenage mothers face? Simple sentences are also used to bring across the message because it is easy to understand, short, and to the point. My vocabulary has also been increased immensely as I learned new words and meanings. For example, virility means the ability of a man to procreate. The article is very clear and understandable. I had no problems in grasping the points that the author wanted to bring across. In the article, the author uses evidence to support the information that was being presented on the impact of teenage pregnancy. For example, the author refers to studies, one conducted by Gary Collins, author of Christian Counseling, and another by Sandrock, who gave specific examples of the impact of teenage pregnancy. This adds reliability and objectivity to the piece because it is based on factual information. Let's evaluate. What were the strengths of the second sample? What were the weaknesses? Is the language clear and correct? Did the student analyze the language techniques mentioned? Let us know in the comments.